Today we are talking about a very special topic, and that is why Aquarians or Aquarius never have a true friend, and Aquarius the genius, right? So this curse of being genius rightly followed in their life, and it begins at a very early age. Okay, and their thought process is entirely different than the rest of the world. They think in the broader terms, and they will never have a true friend. That is true. And while they will be having lot of fan following, lot of their well wishers, lot of fans, lot of followers, but not a friend, and in their entire life. Even when they get married with the other half, that also really is not kind of a relationship that is formed, that is not really on to that level where you can, if you are Aquarian, you can call him or her a friend. He or she will be your life partner, but not a friend, because being a friend meaning is the another skin. So let's begin this, right? Why Aquarians never have a true friend or a good friend or even a bad friend? Okay, they do not have friends. That is the truth, and let's see why it is so. Yeah, so most of the Aquarians are basically unique and very creative. Okay, very creative, and they are unconventional people do not really understand them well. Sometimes they are misunderstood, sometimes they are misunderstood as being aloof and non-attached ones. Okay, and even if they are in pain, they will show from the outside like they are all fine. Okay, they are very adventure loving, and fiercely independent and aggressively smart. That's how the Aquarians are. Okay, and sometimes Aquarians really, either they will care too much or they will not care at all. That's how their life goes off. Okay, and even if somebody has mistreated them or did not treat them well, that memory never goes away, and they never reply back in the same tone, same manner, or the same humor, right? Their responses are very much mature, and they are like a true genius, or say they are like a very wise person. And even if somebody is abusing them, they will just listen, nod, and walk away without giving any sort of response to that person. And that's how the Aquarians work. Okay, and most of the time Aquarians will take a stand, be it negative, be it positive. You will never find them neutral. Okay, and most of Aquarians do have the mind of a socialism, where everybody is equal, everybody is like, there is harmony among the people. Labor class and the management class both are alike. Okay, they like to reform the society, they like to reform lot of things, and that's how they lose many friends, they lose many well wishers also. Okay, and they are offbeat most of the time, and they are unpossessive. They are like, they will not be holding something dear to their heart. They will say, okay, that is all fine, and they hardly care about the materialistic things. They are like Sufi saints, they are like monks or Sufi saints, and sometimes they bring, like, what happens in Aquarian's life. Sometimes the life is going on fine for last 5 years, for example. Okay, and suddenly just in a few seconds there is some change, and the direction of their life is completely changed, and that's how the abrupt change comes into their life. They are highly opinionated people. Okay, they judge people on their inner strength, and highly altruistic also. They like to help others, and truthful, courteous, highly civilized. Okay, but sometimes tense, and high level of loneliness is found in the Aquarian's heart. Okay, highly lonely and extremely talented, driven by the cause and proud of their achievements, and they are highly experimental, and most of the time they are unbiased. They may hold some biasness. If you had been in love with them, certainly they will have some biasness towards you. Okay, but not the biasness which will hurt their judgment of you. Okay, and they are highly humble and very informal, and most of the time aloof. They don't like to talk to somebody just for the sake of talking. If there is no sense in basically uttering some sentences, they will just keep it up to themselves. Highly friendly and broad-minded. Okay, and that's how the Aquarians are defined. That's how the Aquarians work. Okay, and they most of the time they just try to shape the future, and never hurting on anybody, listening to songs over and over. Okay, they will like one song, they'll keep it in endless loop, and they'll just play it on. Okay, and they are sometimes cynical, skeptical of the things, and never changing for anyone, right? And fiercely independent, replaying embarrassed moment in their hand, or sometimes like embarrassing moments which will go in their mind, which will although that thing is of past, but still they get shudder. Okay, now basically, now what is happening in their whole their life is a paradox. And everything you talk about a love affair, and you talk about their love interests, and you talk about their marriage, everything is a paradox, right? They will get the choices which are not easy. If, believe me, if the kind of choices Aquarians get, if the same choices are given to Aries or something, they will crumble. It is the Aquarian who will just go on and go on and go on. Most of the time, if you listen to the ghazals or Hindi songs or something like that, right, you will associate Aquarius with Mr. Shakespeare. Okay, and John Keats, like that, right? And Mirza Ghalib in the Urdu poetry, so something like that, or or the Jagjit Singh. And that's how those are the feelings of basically Aquarians. They never live for themselves, they live for the world. And that's how the true genius, I'll say, the Aquarians are. They are highly wise people, and their thinking patterns are very different from the others. Okay, they are not common people at all. I mean, so with this I end this, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you, thanks a lot, and God bless you.